I'm super excited. So what we're going to have is we're going to be blessed with a speech from Maid of Honor and the best man. And a few other people, of course, right? No, actually, I think it's just the bride and groom, but whenever you're ready, you can bless us with your wonderful words that you're going to speak. I assume that Mr. Tanner, of course, is going to go first. So, with that being said, give it up for the best man! Turn it on. You would want to flip it up first.
Hello?
There we go. Attaboy.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, that's power, it's what you hear.
Wow, I usually don't get nervous, but I am a little bit. I wrote some stuff down, so hopefully you guys laugh. So for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Landon's older, better looking brother, Tanner. So how I became the best man is actually kind of a funny story. So first, actually, Landon asked his richest friend to be the best man, but he said no. And then he asked his funniest friend to be the best man, and he said no. And then he asked his best looking friend, and he also said no. And then he asked me. And after turning him down the first 3 times, I just couldn't refuse again. So here I am. No, really, but all jokes aside, I'm actually just truly honored to be up here and happy to be part of this small army you guys call a wedding party. I'm actually surprised we didn't run out of chairs. Look how long this table is. Now, we all know Landon has had his fair share of mistakes. I can sit here and list a few, but I'm sure at some point you guys would like to go home and I didn't bring enough sleeping bags. So instead of listing all those things, I'll stick with my favorite characteristic about our relationship, and that's our competitive nature. So I first met Landon back in the 80s, and it was actually jealousy at first sight. No way did I want the new guy to steal my spotlight. Together we both have been very competitive and have competitive personalities. I never wanted him to beat me at anything. I even wanted to win when it came to our parents' love. So much that I was willing to do bad things and blame it on Landon. On one occasion, I went into Landon's room where he was playing with some toys. Most likely those are toys I told him he could play with. And when no one was looking, I pulled down all his clothes off the hangers and threw them into a wrinkled mess on the floor. When my mom came in, she thought it was Landon. Of course, I did not own up. I proceeded to do this 2 more times until he finally got spayed. Hashtag winning. Unfortunately, Mom played Inspector Gadget and found out it was actually me all along. I don't remember liking the aftermath of the wooden spoon. Valuable lesson learned here, don't mess with Mom and her ironing. So Landon and I are actually also competitive in sports. When we were younger, Landon was trying to copy my baseball swing mechanics one day because he was so sick of losing at baseball. Sick of it. I just couldn't let that happen. So I was practicing for a future Mariners career by taking practice cuts with my Edgar bat. I kept telling Landon to get out of the way, stop spying on my moves, and go around to the front of the house instead of going up the stairs I was swinging by. Well, not only is Landon competitive, but he is also very hard-headed. And that hard-headedness got him 17 stitches when he tried to duck under and sneak by. I truly don't think he intended on me using his head as a wiffle ball. So fast forward to the present, and Landon and I are just as competitive as we were when we were kids. For now, the sport of choice is golf. And if you know anything about me, you know my work to golf ratio is slightly heavy on the golf. You can imagine my dismay when the other day, Landon beat me at golf. Unreal, first time. First time. After I got home and had time to think about what just happened, I realized it wasn't worth it, and I immediately put my clubs up on eBay. Even as the older brother, I look up to Landon and admire him though. Both his competitive nature and life experience have built his strong character and made Landon who he is today. He is smart, hardworking, determined, good-looking, loyal, loving. Landon, what does that say right there? I can't read your handwriting. No, the last thing said, and he has a heart of gold, and Landon truly does have a heart of gold. Okay, back to making fun of him again. So for those of you who weren't at my wedding, Landon was my best man, and with a lot of prep and careful consideration, his speech was amazing. About 43 times amazing. And I'd still take the over on that. Now, Webster defines the word amazing as an adjective, causing great surprise or wonder, causing amazement. Well, I'd like to personally thank God today for doing something truly amazing, because with great surprise and wonder, causing me some amazement, Landon got Selena. Amazing. Amazing. Now everybody, doesn't Selena look beautiful tonight? So from what I've seen from Selena, she has a lot of love to give. Selena, you are caring, compassionate, sweet, easygoing, and most of all, very forgiving. Which is a trait you will need when marrying into our family. So if you didn't pick up on my earlier advice, let me recap. If you ever do anything bad, blame it on Landon. If he gets too hard-headed, hit him in the head with a baseball bat. And if he beats you at any sport or activity, just quit, because it's not worth it. Now, all competitiveness aside, I do have one last piece of advice for you, and it has to do with gambling. Big surprise. So I've gambled a great deal with you, Landon, and there's always strategy in how you gamble. There's been wins and there's been losses. But when it comes to marriage, my philosophy is simple. Bet everything on each other, go all in with everything you do, and double down even when the table says no. This will put your house at the advantage, and together you will always win. Selena, Landon is truly a gamble that is worth it, and I'm happy for you two and extremely glad you chose him. Now raise your glasses and shake your asses to Landon and Selena.
Man, what a speech. What a speech. Give it up for the best man, Tanner.